I'm Julie Bartke with this Senate update. On Thursday, several members of the GOP announced what they consider a fair tax plan. It would reduce the state's income tax for all income earners by 1/2%. They call this a fairer way to lower the tax base. Now, following that announcement, we caught up with Senate Tax Chair Rod Skoy for his perspective on that plan and on putting together the overall tax package. Senator, now that you have your targets, talk a little bit about that overall target and putting together a tax bill, which, I think it's fair to say it's one of the more dry processes here at the Senate, and yet one of the most important with the most impact.
Well, first of all, you have to start with the target settings because that's where the amount of money that you get for tax relief comes from. And the Senate took a very balanced approach to this in that we did a pretty good investment amount, over half of that being in education. But that does then reduce the amount of money that would be available for the tax committee to have. And we also put $250 million in the reserve, in recognition that while we have better economic times in Minnesota now is the time to set some money aside for the times when the economy isn't quite as strong. And so that leaves around $470 million for the tax committee. Within that, we are going to be consistent with what we did last year. If you look at what we did last year in the final tax bill, the Senate was pretty strong on paying back some of the shifts that had occurred over the previous years so that those accounting measures would be available for future legislators if they need to. We just think that during the good times, you should take care of that part of business. So we're going to do some of that. We're also going to have some tax relief. We're looking at some modest proposals in the aids and credit area. We're looking at some investments that would be perhaps an opportunity for us to help some of our veterans. We're focusing some of the veterans that are coming back from the current wars and the more recent wars, and there are around 10,000 of those veterans that are unemployed. We think that perhaps a jobs credit would be very appropriate. We think it would be helpful with those individuals as they deal with other issues, perhaps housing, perhaps mental health, that if we were able to put a real strong component forward for a job credit for those folks, it would be very helpful. So those are kind of our basic things as thoughts as we're putting our bill together and kind of how we got there.
I'd also like your thoughts on some of the proposals put forward by the Senate GOP. 0.5% income tax reduction among others, and their tax relief plan would come to roughly $2 billion. Can any of that be included in this at first blush?
Well, I think the main idea that we have with regard to the Republicans in the Senate and the House for that matter is that the tax reductions are greater than the amount of resources available from the surplus. So there would be no investments dollars made unless they were cutting somewhere else. So I don't know how that's going to work out for those individuals in the House as they put their budgets together. But for me, when I look back and look at the state's economy and where we are, we're about comparable to where we were under the Governor Ventura years. Some of the legislative and gubernatorial activities that were done at that time with regard to tax cuts were unsustainable. As Senate Tax Chair, I'm not interested in repeating that. We are not going to do something that's going to put the long-term viability of the state at risk.
And so, Senator, as tax chair, how do you reconcile the vast differences between your bill and the House bill, knowing that the final products aren't done yet? Can you get this into conference committee early enough to reconcile these differences, and what do you expect as you try to strategize and negotiate?
Well, clearly, when you look at the side-by-sides, which are the comparison between the House bill and the Senate bill, there's going to be a lot of non-comparable items on the spreadsheet. But Representative Davids and I have a good relationship. I expect Speaker Daudt and Majority Leader Bach will sit down at some point and set a combined target for a tax committee and the other divisions of finance, and we will negotiate within those targets. That's the process we have. I fully expect that we'll be able to accomplish that goal. But because there are such wide, my perception is that there will be some wide differences clearly in the dollar amounts. it's going to take a little while to work through that.
Senator, is there any provision in particular that you're married to, something that you would really like to see included in the final package?
Well, I'm just interested in doing good tax policy, making sure that the state's budget is solid, and then within that framework, investing in job creation and economic development in the state. That would be my priorities.
And you can get all of this done in 5+ weeks?
Oh, I think we can manage it.
Okay. Senator Skoye, thank you.
Thank you very much.